Welcome back to the fourth segment of many more to come, but this will be the final one for today. Again, Ken Wells joins me in studio. Ken, really, you talked about the reason you created International Expert Directory, and when I looked at that, I thought, I have to know you. I mean, even though we had a great introduction and it was wonderful to have that, I love what you're doing here. I love the fact that you are vetting content and adding platform for people who really are experts. Mm-hmm. Some of them are reluctant experts, by the way.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. And it's all about helping them to get the message out. Mm-hmm. And because, again, the more people that know about them, the better everybody is served.
Yeah.
And it's how to, when you say reluctant, that's very good. I mean, that's part of what we do as well, is we help people to get their message out.
Right.
So what is it that you do? So even, you kind of see some finished products, let's say if you go to the website, but there's a lot of stuff that we do behind the scenes to help experts to get that message out that much more.
Explain a bit about the process, because you kind of got, again, being the resourceful guy you were, mm-hmm. You were into the search engine optimization. You're trying to figure it all out and kept finding, well, let's put it this way. People were trying to make margin in the mystery and not let Ken Wells know what was behind the green curtain, and that wasn't good enough for you.
No, it wasn't. And I found that, I mean, I'm very privileged. I get to meet a lot of people, right? And as I say, I know enough about everything to be dangerous, right? But there's a few things that I know quite well. Uh-huh. And one of those is search engine optimization. And it's not that I set out to be good at it, but it's just that I was getting, misinformation. I think that's where you're going.
Yeah.
I felt I could have 10 SEO experts and line them all up and ask them all the same question, and I would get 10 different answers.
To this day.
Right.
To this day.
So I kind of took it. I mean, I'm an information marketer. That's the business I'm in. So I kind of took it upon myself to learn everything that I could possibly learn about search engine optimization. Mm-hmm. So even today, I mean, I still run into web companies that are challenged. I mean, I give a lot of advice to web companies, to other SEO companies as well. It's actually quite interesting, right?
Yeah.
And I guess when you look at the evolution, I never thought it would actually be there, right?
But you got there by default yourself.
That's right. That's right. Again, an entrepreneur, it's kind of going with the waves, but it's staying on track, right? Staying to what you really do. And what I am is I'm an information marketer. So anything that revolves around that, is great. So yes, it was by default.
Well, it's funny, a wave, something that Breck Stewart and I talk about a lot is called riding the edge of chaos. Mm-hmm. And it's like we picture ourselves on this wave, as surfboarders. Imagine me as a surfboarder, and all of a sudden we're always riding the edge of chaos, and where people are thinking like it's never been comfortable. We always know that you're kind of teetering, and I think that's just a new set of normals, a new set of normals for us.
Yeah, and it's. When you think about, everything that you do on the internet, so whether it's social media or your website or how you, optimize an article, getting out there,
yeah.
There's some pretty basic things
yes.
That, everybody should know. And that alleviates a lot of the apprehension about Google, right? Because everybody's like, Google, what do I, how do I do this? How do I do that? And it's really, really simple. And people make it out to be a lot more difficult than it really is.
The challenge that we have, as you said earlier on, was when you have great content and you've posted it and you figured out how to finally do it and optimize as best you can, you could be on page 172 mm-hmm. of whatever that item search was. So, the likelihood of you being found way back there, unless they're looking for your website specifically, mm-hmm. is kind of limited. Well, it's non-existent.
That's right. It really is.
Let's face it. So how do you figure that the International Expert Directory can really, what are you doing that you think can help some of those people that really have content that's worthy of page 1 or 2, but they're relegated to 143?
Well, a lot of what we do is we are in fact a filter, right? And we've had this conversation before. You mm-hmm. can find the answer to life on Google,
right?
If you know where to look and you're prepared to spend the time and effort to do that. So we're a filter. So everything that we do is we have about 30 different categories. So if, let's say, social media is something that you wanted to look at,
yep.
Again, you don't know what you don't know, right? So you click
They're there, right there.
You click on social media, and you'll find out different strategies, tactics. You'll find different experts there that can help you again with social media, or you just learn. And because you learn, it's now going to allow you to ask better questions. It's going to allow you to make better buying decisions. And if you figure out that, hey, this is like too beyond for me, then you contact an expert, right?
Well, this is really interesting because we also know that the internet, more importantly social media, and in Canada especially, because we're so apologetic of everything, is that if it's a pitch, it's going to get ditched.
Yes.
If it's there to enrich, it'll be embraced.
Correct.
And what you've created is a platform by people being able to go all through the segments. They go to the website, they see all of that, and then they actually are able to then start their vetting process, not relying on the best positioned things from Google, but maybe some of these sort of homegrown experts.
That's right.
And if they happen to be a homegrown expert in their field but can't get any traction, that's who you really want to talk to.
That's right. I mean, good information is good information. Right?
Period.
So you know what? It doesn't matter how many letters you have after your name or anything like that. I mean, if you've got good information and you can help somebody else, why not get it out, right? And that's really what we do.
We'll look forward to future segments where we can interview some of the experts as well.
Sure.
What a journey.
That'd be great.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
let's do it. I mean, because they can't necessarily do what we're doing right now. But I bet you in this environment, when you get people talking about what they're passionate about, they find the words, and with a good, healthy environment, all of a sudden they go, "Hey, wait a minute, I maybe do have some traction here."
Yeah. I am that good.
You
right?
are that good.
After
But
a
I'm your
while,
gatekeeper, so be quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Ken Wells has been my guest today, and at the Business Bakery, talking about you got to watch all 4 segments. You're going to be so enriched if you're on the entrepreneurial path, especially when you come from the corporate world. I know you'll enjoy it. We'll talk to you on future shows. Take good care.